5 seconds. Start. Recently, there was a conference on Indonesia held at India's instance in New Delhi, and many countries from Asia attended it besides Egypt, Ethiopia, Australia, and New Zealand. The conference forcibly brought several matters before the world's eye, and one of the resolutions passed at that conference was that we should explore methods of close cooperation. We are pursuing that line of inquiry, and perhaps in the course of a month or two, or perhaps more, we may have some more definite results to consider. Possibly, we might have another conference to consider the possible lines of cooperation. Again, that cooperation can only be the cooperation of independent nations without the least commitment of one to the other. But it is a fact that there are so many matters in common between us that it is helpful for us to cooperate with one another. We have not yet decided what the region of cooperation might be, because India is interested in several religions in Asia. Whether all should be grouped together or separately, I do not know. That is for us to consider together and to decide what is more feasible. But in any event, two facts have to be borne in mind. One is that whatever structure of cooperation we may build up will be entirely within the scope of the chapter of the United Nations. Secondly, there will be no binding covenant in it, and this will largely be an organization for the consultation and cooperation that naturally flow from common interest. So, our policy will continue to be not only to keep aloof from power alignments, but try to make friendly cooperation possible. Fortunately, we enter upon our independence as a country with no hostile background in regard to any country. We are friendly to all countries. Our hostility during the last 200 years was mainly directed towards the dominating power here, and because of India's independence, that hostility has largely vanished, though it may survive in few people's minds. So we approach the whole world on a friendly basis, and there is no reason why we should put ourselves at a disadvantage, if I may say so, by becoming unfriendly to any group. I think that India has a vital role to play in world affairs. The various ideologies that confront the world today, the various isms which threaten conflict repeatedly, may have a great deal, I think, to commend themselves, but all of them have been derived, if I may say so, from the background of Europe. Well, the background of Europe and Asia is not something apart from the background of the world.